Hey you guys, it's Deidre Cox, and as you can see, I'm having a good time today because we're going to talk about all things resumes. So today's topic is, do you tell it, do you sell it, or do you ditch it? So let's get into it. But how can you be sure that you actually get your resume into the hands of a recruiter? Well, you know, studies show that 32% of individuals that was taking in a specific survey, they're more likely, or 32% more likely, I should say, to get into the hands of a recruiter when their resumes are professionally created. And then out of that same survey, 68% of them are more likely to get a job within 3 months of having that resume created by a professional. And then 42% of those individuals are likely to even go further than that and get promoted on the job into higher level roles. So what does that say? It says that you can't take the chance nowadays to write your own resume. So you have to have a professional to create it. And today we're going to talk about why that is. Okay, so we're going to break down 5 top reasons as to why you really want to get your resume looked at by a professional, and especially a recruiter in these times that we're in, because things have truly changed. So let's talk about it. So number 1, applicant tracking systems would be top on my list. So ATS systems, they're a sophisticated technology that's used by most medium to large size companies because there's so many candidates applying that there's no way for human beings to really look at every single applicant. So you do have to understand the need for automation. But the ATS systems are designed to vet out the least qualified candidates. That's in comparison to what the job description is requiring. So that the recruitment professionals can get right to the individuals who are most qualified. And they do that through use of keywords, pre-selected criteria, and then there are things like formatting errors that can also get skewed and get resumes distorted through the process. Or number 2, most people tell a lot about what they've done on their resume, but the narrative isn't compelling. And sometimes you have to know when enough is enough. So if you've got more than 2 pages, we're not going to read past the 2nd page. And usually we recruiters, we don't read past the 5th bullet either. So what you write up front is very important. So it's important to be compelling right off the bat. Number 3, now it's time to sell. Okay, so you've told me about some of the tasks, but don't create a resume that is only task oriented. You want to sell your achievements and deliver impact. If you only have 5 bullets to convince the hiring manager, then you have to sell yourself with impact. So it's not good enough just to say you improve sales. A lot of people improve sales, right? That's not making me do cartwheels. So what would make me do cartwheels is if you said, I improved sales by 50% last year, and then maybe you discussed how you did that. So that would give more impact. And usually what I find in about 80% of their resumes is improved sales, created marketing strategies, but not what marketing strategies you created, how, and then what the impact was. So there always has to be a quantifying measure. Think about percentages, dollar amounts, ways that you could basically showcase what you made, saved, or achieved. I call them your MSAs. All right, number 4 is going to be, I'm going to call it Spaghetti Junction. For those of you who do not live in Atlanta, there is a highway intersection where all of our highways kind of intersect all together, like 85, 285. It sort of looks like spaghetti because it's like going all which way, all the intersections. So if you were in a helicopter, it would probably look like spaghetti. And I would say that resumes that look like spaghetti would probably get rejected. Those are the ones that's going to get ditched, right? And so let's kind of describe that. So a spaghetti junction resume would be one that has a lot of different directions. Now, here's the thing. I understand that a lot of people tend to have a diverse background. They may have done 5 or 6 different jobs. And I get it. I get it. You know, a lot of people are just kind of feeling things out and they don't really know where they want to build their career. And they're not really in a specific career path or in one lane. But usually that confuses the recruiter. If you are an accountant, as well as a receptionist and a marketing coordinator, as well as an events coordinator and a data entry professional and a business owner, that looks like spaghetti. You know, we don't know where to place you, you know. Okay, and finally, number 5 would be formatting errors. That is a really, really big item to discuss because a lot of people come to me and they want really fanciful resumes, infographics and pie charts and statistics and all these wonderful infographics on the resume. But the truth of the matter is it gets rejected through the applicant tracking system. So it's best to use a Word formatted resume to parse easily through the applicant tracking system. And that is it, you guys. I've gone through all 5 of my pointers for you for, you know, how to know if you tell it, sell it, or need to ditch the resume, okay? And that's it, you guys. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I apologize, it was a little long today, but I wanted to make sure that you got this pertinent information. So lastly, you guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, you know the deal. Go ahead and subscribe below. And everyone else, I will see you next week on Recruiter Talk. And thank you for tuning in. Alrighty, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.